New Hawaii law targets corporate influence in politics after Citizens United ruling. The phrasing after Citizens United ruling, like this didn't happen 100 years ago. Hawaii's Democratic governor on Thursday signed into law a bill that uses a novel approach to reduce the influence of corpos and hard-to-track dark money groups that have been able to spend unlimited amounts on politics since a 2010 U.S. Supreme Court ruling. You have your designated survivor set up? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me do the segment, okay? How about we leave the bits to the professional? Dick joke. They know you're traveling, probably? Oh, well, it's a road trip for me. This is big news, though. Pig news, even. Seriously, I doubt the Supreme Court is going to let it go through unmolested. Why is it post-midterms? Because you can't do something like this right away. This is like a massive foundational change to the way elections operate in the state of Hawaii. Hey, Ben. So you couldn't do this just overnight, you know? The High Court ruling in Citizens United, This ruling benefited Democrats and Republicans. Fuck you. The campaign finance watchdog group Open Secrets tracked more than $4 billion in outside political spending in the 2024 federal elections, almost 12 times as much as in 2028. Whew. Goddamn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be allowed to take effect. The Supreme Court fucking this up would overturn a ton of precedents regarding state and business oversight. Yeah, but, like, they're already overturning a bunch of precedent for state and business oversight. So, like, you know, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. God. No one gives a shit anymore. We need to pack the court so hard. The crazy thing is, as bad as Citizens United has been, I actually think it's just a drop in the bucket now. I actually think that, like, billions might be spent through PACs now because of Citizens United, but the value of the media coverage that is deferred to Republicans because they control both mainstream and independent media is worth easily an order of magnitude more than that. Like, to put it another way, I think that the monetary value of every PAC contribution since Citizen United is less than the value of Joe Rogan being a right-wing plant. I mean that. I genuinely mean that. Like, people are very resistant to direct advertising these days. For the most part, even the most, like, brain-dead boomers are pretty aware of, like, the fact that people lie to you through the TV, through the images and the noises and the videos. So I think that, yeah, I think that by and large, like, are they? No, they are. I'm not, like, not compared to us, maybe, but they are. I really, really think that the biggest influence they have, the biggest asset they have, is the fact that they just get untold value in essentially unpaid advertising. So I don't know if this is going to do anything, but meh. Maine did the same thing in 2024, but the law is currently locked up in court. Surprised Mills signed it. There's good and bad people of every race? What the fuck are you talking? No, there are no good white people. Banned. Would they have that influence without Citizens United? Yes. Citizens United has nothing to do with Joe Rogan being a right-wing plant or whatever else. Not even me. Shut up. Where's my hug ass at type white boy? I can't even say the word I'm thinking in my head. MF. I'm me. I'm a good white. Catch you at the goddamn cookout talking like that. I swear to God, I'm going to hit you with a sandal. Going to make me look bad standing next to you. You're walking up to Unk being like, well, we white boys aren't that bad, pointing at me with your thumb. Piece of shit. Another brilliant case of mainstream media literally just, like, not. This is from 13 days ago.
Off. Hawaii could become the first state to limit corporate influence in elections. A Senate bill is headed to final vote at the Capitol this week. Supporters say it could reshape how campaigns are funded, but critics warn it could face major legal challenges. Nikki Shenfield reports.
For 16 years, the U.S. Supreme Court's Citizens United decision has allowed corporations and organizations to spend unlimited money on political campaigns. Hawaii lawmakers are trying to challenge that by redefining what...
It's insane to me that there are liberals that defend this decision, by the way. It's genuinely insane to me. again, I not to pull the whole like last liberal shtick or whatever, but like the idea conceptually of believing in democracy and no, like infinite corporate spending, even though like a child could understand why that's a bad idea, just bad outcomes. It's insane to me. I don't see many liberals defend this. There are some. There are some. I assume it's out of contrarianism. I can't imagine it coming from like a first principles basis or whatever. Like you're not defending this for its own sake.
Corporations are allowed to do. Senate Bill 2471 would classify corporations as
I feel like they made this room a little bit too big.
Artificial persons created by the state and make clear that they do not have the power to spend money to influence elections.
So what the Citizens United case said was that corporations get the same rights that people do, which doesn't make sense. If corporations are creations of state law, then they shouldn't get the same human rights that are protected in the Constitution. If this passes, it will be the first piece of legislation like this in the country. And I'm really proud that Hawaii is positioned to lead the way on overturning this really bad decision that has corrupted our democracy.
Pronounce his last name, you're racist. I have no idea what Hawaiian phonetics sounds like. I really don't. I don't even know if I've ever watched Lilo and Stitch from start to finish, and that would be like the closest I would have ever gotten to cultural proximity. Jarrett, can I get away with that? Keo Hokalole? Keo Hokalole? That would be my guess. Keo? No, probably Keo, right? Not Keo? Keo Hakalole? I don't know if they do hard vowels.
Legislation like this in the country. And I'm really proud that Hawaii is positioned to lead the way on overturning this really bad decision that has corrupted our democracy for the last 16 years.
Individuals like you can give a certain amount of money to a campaign.
It's a bad argument too. Citizens United, yeah, no, it makes no sense on any level, and it's ruinous, and I don't understand how it's not, yeah, I don't know.
But there is a limit on how much and how often you can give.
For corporations, because they represent so many people, they are able to give far much more money than one person can.
Advocates say the goal is to crack down on what they call dark money.
Where it seems like when one person opposes one group's interests, they are forced out, and money, significant amount of money, is thrown to people who support that group's interests, and then they are put in positions of power.
But opponents, including the state attorney general's office, warn that the bill may violate the Constitution and argue that Citizens United is still the law of the land.
Yeah, I just don't think the Supreme Court's going to let this fly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, better systems have already been invented for this. You just need a finite amount of public funding. Like with with Mamdani, there was a funding cap. Obviously, that doesn't, like, Citizens United allows for PAC spending, but like no PACs, or at least PAC contribution limits, and the money that you campaign with is publicly provided. We have systems that do this, man. Not in America, but Musk solved AI labor displacement. What the fuck are you... What are you on about? Is this your channel? I think this is your channel. That's not cool, man. You can't promote your channel in my chat. What if I go hungry? I've got cats to feed. The trick to Hawaiian pronunciation is that every vowel makes a sound even when put together. I think that's really common outside of, like, Germanic languages, right? Isn't that super common? Like, I know Greek is like that. Japanese is like that. Isn't that more common? And it's like, it's English and it's the Germanic languages. It's like English and German where you'll have like an O and an E and an I next to each other. So you just like smush that together into a single vowel sound. Romantic? No, because Spanish is also like that, right? I'm not sure. I'm not a linguist.